Hey, everybody, it's Friday, and that means you are hanging with Cooley. That's right. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for downloading. Thanks for checking me out week after week. Thanks for checking out Tony flying solo. Thanks for checking out the Redbeard podcast. And actually, thanks for tweeting and friending and following and all that shit. You've been making our day every single day. And thanks for participating and everything, man. We appreciate you so much. We've got a good show today. It's Christmas time. Oh my God, it's my favorite time of year. It's funny because it's like, it's like this 50-50 give and take type of season where, I really can't stand, going to the mall or stores and stuff like that because of like all the fucking fake shit. Everybody's trying to manufacture the Christmas spirit. You've got fucking, mistletoe everywhere, this tinsel and foil and green and red and fucking music shit that I don't listen to. But it's not about that for me. For me, it's just this feeling, this calm in my spirit that just, I don't know, to me, it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. All I can think about is like back in the day, making cookies with the fam, decorating the house and, just family, getting together with family and just, talking and just having a good time without any of the bullshit that hangs over everything. So, yeah, great time of year. I'm very happy. And guess what? Football. You know me. I'm a Giants fan. You know that's my thing. And it's that time of year where we're, getting ready to gear up for the playoffs and all that stuff. And hopefully the Giants make it. I mean, the reality and the sad reality is that we do have a chance, even at 5-6 right now. We're sitting at 5-6 and we've got a chance to make the playoffs. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, football, man, it's like it's in my blood. And this is it. It's crunch time. Christmas time also brings in, these great movies that you get in the theater, like, the holiday movies, the blockbusters, just like summer. Right now we've got Star Wars coming up. That's in a couple of weeks, so that's got my blood going. I'm super pumped for that. And then the new year, we're getting ready for the new year. So Christmas always means that we are ready to bring in a new year, and a new year means some new things that we're going to do, with ourselves personally and with the show. So be ready for that. We're going to be doing some new things, adding some new elements and doing some great work over here. But speaking of football, right, let's get back to that for a sec. Tony, you fucked me up, man. You really got in my head. And he does this, and I know he does it just to get under my skin because he doesn't give a shit about football. So, whatever. But, thanks, man, because it's not just you. And I want you to know that from my heart, this is not just you, Tony. So don't take this any way at all personal because it's not, directed towards you. It's directed towards Patriots fans in general because in general, it's all I've heard, right? And it's all I've seen online. It's all I've seen in the news and, all this shit. Injuries are the reason that the Patriots lost that game, and injuries are the reason that going forward, they may struggle. Right? I call bullshit. I call bullshit because injuries happen, bro. It's the NFL. I mean, if it was any other sport, and it was like Michael Jordan went down during like, his amazing run with the Chicago Bulls and he had an injury, broke his ankle and like, the Bulls were struggling, I'd be like, yeah, Michael Jordan's out. Of course the Bulls are going to struggle. I mean, you got Scottie Pippen, but, Mike's, fucking, he's not on the court. You're going to have problems. But it's football, bro. You got 11 people on the field that act as one, right? At any given point, right? They all have a job to do and they all need to do their job. And if they're not doing their job, then, the job's not getting done. Plain and simple, period. And it doesn't matter which component you plug in. Everybody makes a 53-man roster for a reason, right? You have 53 spots on a team, okay? Of course, not everybody is going to be the same caliber. I mean, you've got Gronkowski, who is a physical specimen as far as, a tight end is concerned, right? He's got arms that are fucking so long that this dude doesn't even need to bend over to catch a pass that's like 3 inches off the ground. He just throws his arms down, closes his hands, catches the ball, right? This guy's a freak. So, yeah, he's got some physical qualities that you can't replace. But when he goes down and you put somebody like a Scott Chandler in, Scott Chandler is not a household name, right? But face it, we're in New England. If you lived in Buffalo, Scott Chandler would be a household name. I mean, that cat was somebody who played on the Bills for 4 or 5 years, I think. At the very least, 3 years he played on the Bills. Belichick actually had to watch this dude play tight end twice a year. And there's no reason that he would be on that team other than the fact that Belichick thought that he could fill in for Gronk if needed, right? He's an athletic tight end. He's tall. He is a great red zone target. He's got good hands. He's fast, quick, agile. He can make some like pretty good plays. Like, I mean, I've seen him get up and go for the ball. Chandler is a good tight end, right? So when you plug him in, it's a drop off, but it's not like this fucking cliff that you fell off. You know what I mean? It's not like you're plugging in, me. It's not like they're like, shit, we lost Gronkowski. We got to call Cooley, right? And then I get out there and it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I don't know any plays. I don't know. Like, it's not like that, right? You all have a system that you play in. And evidence of that is the fact that Belichick will get rid of anybody. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're asking for money, right? Belichick's like, all right, well, I'm not going to pay you anymore. There's the door, right? Go play for another team, right? Evidenced by Welker, man. Like, I mean, Welker's like, hey, pay me the money. And Belichick's like, no. And Welker's like, see ya. And Belichick's like, okay, see ya. Right. And Welker was like fucking the heart and soul of that team. I mean, you might argue that Brady's the heart and soul. No, Brady is like the driving force of the team. Welker was the heart and soul. Welker was the guy, he could do anything. You know what I mean? That dude did everything and did everything right. So for Belichick to say, see you later, there's the door, because guess what? St. Louis has a guy that we can get much less money, right? Boom. Get Amendola and plug him in, right? So Belichick has a system. And if you fit the mold of that system, Belichick wants you on the team. And if you start to want more money because you are feeling your worth is more than what Belichick and the Patriots are paying you, then Belichick says, see you later, and they bring somebody else in that they like that fits that system, right? So it's a system team. It's not really a superstar athlete team. Look at Garoppolo. Look at Garoppolo. Ginny and Garoppolo. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do with this football. But yeah, no. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress. You got Garoppolo. You got Castle. You got all these quarterbacks that have stepped in for Brady, right? Hoyer, athletes that come in, they step in for Brady, they play in the system that Belichick has, right? And they look fucking amazing, okay? And then, they just, they go to other teams because other teams say, oh, wow, they look fucking great. It's another Brady. Let's grab them. They plug them into their system and they don't thrive. Why don't they thrive? Because they don't know what the fuck to do. They're not superstars. Brady, nothing against Brady because he is amazing on the Patriots, right? I don't know what he would look like on another team. Nobody does, right? I mean, another case in point is Peyton Manning, who was amazing on the Colts, right? Started to age and show his age, got that neck injury and shit. The Colts were like, okay, well, we're gonna cut bait, right? Peyton Manning goes to Denver Broncos, heals up, looks rejuvenated, and fucking he basically is the offense. Like, he runs the offense. He sets everything up, right? So that is an example of a player that is not a system player. I haven't seen Brady in another situation, so I can't say yay or nay. I don't know what he does because I don't follow the Patriots like that. But I can tell you that no matter who he's throwing to, no matter who is on that field, right, it's a system approach. So those people fit into the system and do their job. So when somebody goes down, it's next man up. And I don't want to hear shit about injuries. All right? You don't have the same people that you started the season with, and oh my God, no team in the NFL has the same people that they started the season with in any season, right? In the history of the fucking NFL, there's nobody that goes from the beginning to the end with every one of their players right, intact, right? It doesn't happen. So stop bitching and stop whining about players that you don't have. When you guys won, in what was it, week 10 or week 11? What was it, week 10? Yeah, because week 11 we went on by. So week 10, when you guys won against the Giants, I didn't sit here and say, oh, man, you guys are lucky You're lucky we didn't have Victor Cruz. You're lucky we didn't have Prince Amukamara. You're lucky we didn't have John Beeson for the whole game. You're lucky that we didn't have David Ayers. You're lucky that we didn't have fucking, there's a fucking laundry list of people. Justin Pugh. We didn't have anybody. We had 50% of our team was like just on bicycles. They're on stationary bikes right now in the facility. They didn't even, They like inside the building. They're not even on the sideline with us. You know what I mean? And I'm not complaining about that. I didn't complain about that at all. Even in my episode where I talk about the Giants' loss, the only thing that I talked about for a brief moment was the shitty calls that we got from the ref or the referee officiating team or whatever, right? Like the touchdown that got overturned, the dropped interception that really wasn't a dropped interception. This dude got concussed and let go of the ball, but I mean, he was on the ground when it happened, so I don't know. I thought it was a catch. But anyway, I got to say, I said that, and in the same breath, I said, but we fucked up. And we fucked up because we should have managed the clock better at the end of the game. That would have sealed the victory regardless of any of the calls, right? So even that I didn't use as an excuse. I put the blame on the team. And that's what you have to do, guys. Look. I get it. You're Patriots fans. Your team is perennially in the playoffs, right? You guys are always good. You guys always win games. I don't give a shit. And this is the thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, you guys hate the Patriots, and it's for no reason." No. I don't hate the Patriots. I don't give a shit about the Patriots. The Patriots mean nothing to me because they're in a completely different, not just in a different division. They're in a different fucking conference. It's like night and day. They do not affect the Giants at all. So whether you win, lose, you fucking have the most amazing season in the world, I don't give a shit, right? What sucks is like living in Patriots land, right? And seeing that you have this like fucking amazing team that does amazing things, right? And then the minute they fuck up, here you come with your excuses. What the fuck? You missed one game. We're 5-6 right now. We're looking at maybe an 8-8 season, right? And you motherfuckers are like 11-1. You're 11-1, dude. Come on. Come the fuck on. And you're going to complain about injuries and bad calls when you lose. When you win, there's no fucking problem. Everything's good. But when you lose, you're going to complain about injuries and bad calls. And nobody said that the Patriots cheated in this game. Right? Nobody said that the Patriots cheated against the Giants. We fucking sat there and we took our loss by 1 point with 50% of our roster on the bench, our starting roster, and bad calls. All the bad calls and injuries that you guys fucking complain about now, we had the same shit. But nobody on the Patriots said, "Oh, you guys lost because of your injuries." You should have, that's what you're saying, right? That's what you're saying. You're saying that when you beat us, it was only because we had injuries. Because you lost this game only because you had injuries. And, my point in the end of this discussion is that everybody has to deal with that shit. So fucking deal with it. And that's it. I'm going to shut up because I don't want to go on and on about this. And I've already done it for 14 minutes. About, give or take. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Some things going on that I've noticed online, some things that were exciting and also very disappointing. I'm going to start with the exciting. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into the disappointing shit, right? And then I'm going to bring everybody back up with some exciting shit, okay? So anyway, disappointing. I watched this trailer for the Batman v Superman movie.